Okay, but I can tell you this. The naturally occurring bacteria that's in all dairy, including yogurt, when you heat it up and pasteurize it, that's what pasteurizing is, when you heat that up, you kill the bacteria. That's the way it works. That's why you get a fever when you get a bacterial infection. Your body heats up to about 101, 102 degrees, and it kills the bacteria. Bacteria can't live at that temperature. Same thing happens when you pasteurize it, okay? So, real butter, again, any dairy, I'm always going to say raw, unpasteurized, organic is best. Your raw cheeses, yogurt, whole milk, grass-fed red meats. We'll get into a little bit more of this, you know, what I mean by organic and grass-fed, why that's important. Grass-fed red meats. The key is with your meat, you got to be understanding that when your meat or your cow, whatever meat you're eating, is eating a natural diet, it's going to be much healthier for you than if it's fed an unnatural diet by the farmer just to fatten the cow up for market. And we'll talk a little bit more about this too. Free-range chicken and eggs, fatty fish, Pacific wild salmon, small fish, sardines. Typically when you're getting your fish, you want to try to look for the cleanest waters you can. That's why it says Pacific or Alaskan. Those are very clean waters. And also when I say small fish, the smaller fish are a better idea because they have less accumulation of toxins. We're going to talk a little bit more about bioaccumulation in a second, but basically what I'm talking about here is there's toxins in our waters, okay? We have to admit that. They get polluted. There's mercury, there's heavy metals, there's PCBs. We know that. And the fish live in this, okay? And the little fish get a little bit of it from eating, you know, the little plants and phytoplankton and all the things that are in the ocean or in the sea. And then the bigger fish come along and they eat those smaller fish. And the toxins start accumulating exponentially in the bigger fish that are eating more and more of the little fish that have the toxins in them. So I don't know if that makes sense or not. I kind of had to think about it a couple times when I was learning this too. But the higher up on the food chain you are, the more toxins you're accumulating, okay? And bigger fish are higher on the food chain than smaller fish. All right, perfect ratio omega. This is a nutritional supplement that's produced by Maximize Living to help you get healthy fats, okay? This is a great way to supplement your diet to help you get healthy fats. When you take a look at these products, which I'm going to give you a second to browse all this stuff, try these things, you're going to find it's one of them that we carry here. And it has the essential fatty acids, the healthy fats that your body needs. It has it in the correct ratio that your body needs. We're going to talk about that in a little bit, why the ratio is important as to how many of a certain fat to a different type of fat you have. This here, it has a couple of different products. One of these got cut off. But it has CLA, which is conjugated linoleic acid. That's one of the omega-6 fatty acids that are in here. Look at this. It burns fat. If I want to burn fat, if I want to win my 30-day weight loss challenge, I would like things that burn fat, right? There you go. Consuming more CLA will help you burn fat. Okay? I'm not here to sell you products. Okay? I'm here to provide you with healthy options for what you need to be doing. Am I the only place you can find healthy essential fatty acids? No. If you don't want to buy them here, do your own research, look around. I will tell you this though, there's a huge difference in the quality of products, okay? What you buy in my office or another chiropractor's office or another healthcare provider's office is going to be vastly different in the quality than what you're going to find at Walmart or Target or the grocery store, okay? What you need to look for, if you're going to shop around, is a GMP, stands for Good Manufacturing Procedures, GMP rating. Look for it. Now guys, I'm serious. I mean, write this down and look for it. If you're serious about your health and you're taking supplements at all, you're wasting your time if it's not GMP rated, okay? And the products I carry aren't the only ones that are GMP rated. You can go online and you'll find the list. It's extensive. There's over 100 companies on this list. If you're not computer literate, ask me for a copy. I have copies in the office. It's 3 pages long, okay? There's a lot of good companies that have this GMP rating. And if they have it, rest assured it's a high quality product, okay? You're benefiting from taking it. If it's not GMP rated, don't take it. There's no guarantees on what's in it. It could actually have more toxins and be more harmful for you than not taking it because of the way it was manufactured. Because understand, a lot of them are not made for your health. They're made to convince you that you need them for your health, and they're made cheaply so that you buy their product instead of a better one that's more expensive. Okay? You get what you pay for. Alright? So if you're going to go buy the cheapies, I'm here to tell you, save your money. Okay? Don't bother. Save your money. So this is one good option. Perfect Ratio Omega. Helps you burn fats. And on the bottom, you can't really see this, but another component to this is arachidonic acid. AA, arachidonic acid. It's an omega-6 fatty acid again. Arachidonic acid is good for brain health. You all raised your hand when I said who wants to be smarter, who wants more memory, right? Consume more arachidonic acid.
How do you spell that?
ARACCADONIC. You can figure out acid, probably.
Okay.
Yep. Thank you for challenging me. All right, let's keep on trucking here. Well, fat has a bad rap. I think we've established that. You guys all pretty much agreed that we all think that we should be avoiding fat before you heard all the information you're hearing tonight. Fat has a bad rap. Again, I said that the whole movement escalated in the 60s and 70s. At that time, butter and meat, which are high in fat, the consumption dropped by about 50% when this idea came about that fat was bad. Margarine consumption went through the roof, okay? Chemists said, oh, well, if we're not supposed to eat fat, and we're not supposed to have butter, we're not supposed to have meat, let's make a substitute, right? So people can still cook with it, and it makes our food taste good. We'll chemically make, now understand, butter's natural, okay? It's natural, it's a dairy product. Margarine is not. Margarine is a chemical product made unnaturally by chemists, somebody that has their degree in chemistry. It's not natural. But they made this saying, here we go, we can still use a butter substitute for all the things we need, and it should be healthy because it's not high in these bad fats. Okay, that was the idea. So the consumption went up dramatically. Guess what else went up dramatically? Heart disease. All right, so we stopped consuming butter and fat, we started consuming more margarine, and guess what? More people were dying of heart disease. Clogged arteries. Okay? Yes, for those of you that are kind of, I saw you shaking your head saying it's bad. Yeah, you're right. We're going to get to that more, but yes, don't be consuming margarine. It's bad. Butter is much better. Okay, we'll get to that more. Again, fat has a bad rap. 1910, myocardial infarction, which is a heart attack, was almost non-existent. Okay, back in 1910, it was almost unheard of for somebody to have a heart attack. By the 1930s, it caused more than 3,000 deaths. Look at how it's jumping. By the 1960s, 500,000 people, 500,000 were dying, okay? So we went from practically nobody up to 3,000, up to 500,000, and now today it kills about 50% of us. 50% of us die of this, okay? Dramatically on the rise. Todd, would you mind getting me some water? So what happened? What changed, right? Back in 1910, we didn't die of this. Now we're dying left and right of this. What happened? The lipid hypothesis was born. I'm going to teach you a little bit about the lipid hypothesis, but basically, it's the idea